Today we are Greninja hunting. I'm using the same team as yesterday, and I think we have like I go 3 out of 2, and then I'm gonna have another set as well. It's gonna be 4 out of 5 matches, so we do really well. Right now we're facing against a Galarian Weezing, and kind of a weird lead. I wasn't really expecting a Galarian Weezing, but I felt like I was gonna be able to outpace the move, and they were able to catch. So props to them. But now we can just swap into our shiny Medicham and be able to handle it pretty well, because I mean they're almost at half HP. And also, guys, if you haven't already, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I'm gonna do my best to go over all the misplays that happen as well. So there's gonna be some losses, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain them. So it started getting very close, and since we're not Power Up Punch Medi, we're gonna go ahead and just I need to do this Ice Punch because I don't want to take a foul play. They're going to bring in the Galarian Weezing, and it looks like they actually win CMP. Now, I want to go ahead and actually take it out. I don't know how many shields they have left at this point, but looks like, oh, they had 2, and then they bring in the Greninja? Okay, that was, I'm not sure what happened there, but first Greninja down, boom. And right here, a Greninja lead, that's exactly why we had the Lantern. And I know they're going to swap. So because I know they're going to swap, I'm just going to go ahead, stay in, be patient, and they finally swap out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this Thunderbolt. Honestly, the better play would be, I could have done Thunderbolt and then swap into my own Medicham, but I think because I knew I have Medicham in the back that could handle this Medi, or not Medi, but the Greninja again, I'm like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and stay here. I'm able to get to another surf, and I'm like thinking, now that I've gone down to shield, I'll probably let this go, and we're gonna go ahead and find out what else they have in the back. They're going to bring back the Greninja, which was very curious to me. Again, this is I misplay. Why did I throw? But this is fine. We can now bring our G-Fisk, and we can get to right here. I actually I should have just done Earthquake, but I'm thinking they have 2 shields left. Maybe they're going to go ahead and finally use a shield, but apparently not. They're going to go ahead and actually do the Psycho Boost, and now they're just weakening their own attack, which is awesome for us because now I build to the back-to-back Rock Slide, and now we're just going to go ahead and just dish these out. I'm able to go ahead. I could have just, I'm not going to shield this. Why am I going to shield this? Going to go ahead and now bring in the Medicham, and that's all she wrote. We can take this like a champ. This team will just hard counter Greninjas, man. It's awesome, and it's boom, 2 down. On to the next one. Right here, I do lose, and I did actually misplay here. So we're going to go ahead and they're going to swap out because it was a bad lead for them. I honestly, just like as I mentioned in the last video, I should have just swapped into Medi. Like, what am I doing? What's going on here? And I don't even think I shield this. Why wouldn't I have shielded this? So really, really, really badly played there. I'm going to go ahead and surf, and now finally, see, and because I did this, now they're going to bring in a Sableye. And Medicham does not want to see Sableye. I am not going to shield this because I've already messed up incredibly bad. I should have won that match. There is no way that my opponent should have won that. But of course, I misplayed, giving them their win con basically right there. And now we're going to bring in G-Fisk. I know they're going to go ahead and obviously they're going to bring Mcdazu. They now know what I have. I'm going to go ahead and shield this. Maybe I could have taken it, and then now I'm going to bring in my Lantern. But my Lantern is so low at this point that it's not even going to matter. I'm trying to put as much fast move pressure as possible, but these sparks aren't really going to do much because Azu is tanky. I couldn't get to another, I couldn't get to a Surf, which probably would have been, honestly, the better play at that point. And I think I could have still maybe won had I at least gone that Surf damage. So I honestly should have just... It was so obvious that they were going to shield her. So, see, because had I gotten that surf damage, I would have been able to I would have been able to probably take out the Azu, take this foul play, and maybe do Rock Slide. So, just very badly played, very badly played. Moving on to the next match right here. I don't think I'm able... I don't remember if I win this match or not. I think we might not be... I don't know if this is the new set or not. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do Psychic. My best Pokemon, honestly, for that Chestnut was the Medicham. So I'm going to go ahead and get to a point where I'm thinking I can hopefully... I should have probably thrown there. I think that should have been enough to take it out. And at this point now, I just have to... just see what else they're gonna bring in. I had to just farm down at that point. Gonna go ahead and do the ice punch. Knew they were gonna shield that, do the ice punch, and they're gonna shield again. I should now. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to my. I'm gonna switch out to my G-Fisk. I'm gonna shield this because it's obvious it's gonna be super power. I doubt they're gonna bait here, and I'm gonna go ahead and they're gonna catch the earthquake onto the Medi. So I was hoping to just be able to take him out. And unfortunately, we do CMP here, but it's going to take me forever, so it was going to happen regardless. I'm going to go ahead and now do... I'm most surprised they threw Psychic, though. That was really odd to me. And we're just not going to be able to get to move. I tried catching, which probably, honestly, was my downfall. We're going to be able to bring in the Lantern, and we're just not going to have enough in the tank to be able to reach the Thunderbolt. Maybe we could have reached it. We'll never find out. Definitely wouldn't have been enough. And see, now, unfortunately, we CMP here. Almost got that win. I honestly should not have tried to catch on the Medi. I honestly should have just gone ahead and maybe catch on the Lantern. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, moving on to next match. We're going to go ahead and up against an Araquanid. And this is a good lead for us. Now, I have no idea. I thought they build up to like the, what is that, Bug Buzz? And I shield that, so I'm like, dude, that was so bad. And at this point, I can't shield anything anymore. I don't know what they have in the back. So we're just going to go ahead and get as much energy as possible. Going to go ahead and Thunderbolt here. And it's kind of an awkward position. So I think now they were getting to the Bug Buzz. So we're going to just Thunderbolt, take them out. Surf at that point, I don't think would have been enough. At least now we're 1-1 in shields. And we won Switch, which was honestly the most important part. Now, because of the debuff, Surf isn't really going to do much, but that's fine. Lantern has done its job. We can now align our Pokemon the way we want them to. And as you can see, I need to be more patient. I think, although I have been playing better today, I need to be more patient. So I threw that Rock Slide, and my opponents have been catching all day. I've just been playing too predictable. Right here, I don't need a shield. I'm surprised to let that go. Because they let that go, now we're in a great position. We can get to Nice Punch. I'm going to go ahead and throw it right away. This will be more than enough to take it out. They're going to farm us down, but it doesn't matter. They're not going to get a huge farm. And all we need to do here is build to the back-to-back Rock Slide. I can easily just take this like a champ. I could even take another one, honestly. But there's no need to because I have a shield, so let's go ahead and use it. And as soon as we get to the back-to-back, I'm going to go ahead and just throw it. Here we're good. The first one they're going to shield. And then the second one, it's lights out. See ya. And I just realized it's a shiny too, so hey, that's pretty cool. Moving on to the next match. Okay, so now we finished the 3. Okay, and I think wow, that might have been like 2 sets there. So I think I'm showing like 3 sets. So here I'm gonna go ahead and go up against the Tropius, and I'm gonna shield this first one and kind of see what they're looking to do. I stayed in. I didn't just swap right away. I wanted to see if they were running Air Slash, because of that we're able to take it. So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and now just take the damage, see how much it was even gonna do. And I don't know what the count was, but my play here was to hopefully try and catch. So here I like do 2 more, and then I try to swap out. I don't know what the count was, so I was kind of just trying to go off. But they used both shields, so whatever they had in the back obviously didn't want to see that Lantern. But now we're in a pretty good position. Now I can get to a point where I can just farm for days. We can take probably another Leaf Blade. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think I finally decided to just throw because I'm like, you know, let's just preserve the health on this G-Fisk. Let's see what else they have in the back. And it turns out they have an Azumarill. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to do Earthquake. And then I'm going to swap out to a Medicham. We can get to a Psychic. And, you know, I'm right here. I think I just let this go. I let this go, and because we live, I'm like, okay, let's do it. And they swap out a Bastion. They swap in a Bastiodon onto the Medi, and Medi is just gonna wreak havoc here. And you gotta love to see that. We're in a great position. Now we can just farm all the way down. And now we're so healthy. We're gonna get to 2 Psychics here. Boom. And then just get to another one here. So our opponent really made that easy for us in that second half of it, and you gotta love that, guys. You gotta love that. And I think I don't know how many more matches we got. We got a couple more. I do have them really fast paced, so I had no idea actually. I included that many sets. right here, it was an awkward position. Honestly, Rose Raid is glassy, so maybe I could have stayed in with the lantern, because for them to get to the grass knot does take some time. So maybe I could have stayed in. Right here, honestly, I think I should have just I should have used shields. I did win switch, which wasn't bad, but you know, where do we go from here, right? I should have honestly probably preserved that Medicham. Looking at it, I shouldn't have taken that gunshot. We're gonna go ahead and, you know, take this first weather ball. We're gonna go ahead and do the rock slide. You know, see how much it does. It does more than half, so we're looking good. I'm thinking let's go ahead and farm all the way down. I'm thinking that that's what we need to go ahead and do for this match, and I mess up badly. Well, I actually have a lot of rock slides built up, but we're gonna have there's actually a win con that we're actually gonna have here, and I am not shielding this whatsoever. We cannot shield this. Actually, no, I shielded the earthquake, I think, to start pressuring them using shields, because now they're gonna need to take me out with an earthquake. This is gonna be an earthquake now, and we had a shot to win the match. I don't think my opponent maybe knew how much energy I really had, and had I done an earthquake, look, would have been able to take the Rose Raid out with just one more move. So very, very tough loss there. We do lose that match. So I think that's the only loss here from this set, and the rest we do win. And we finally managed to find another Greninja here later on in the video, and I'm surprised they're staying in here. And we CMP, which is fine. I was just like, okay, let me just throw, because at this point I'm being patient, but they're not going anywhere. So now they go ahead and now reveal they have a Digger Speed. Gonna be able to get to the surf, and I almost get to another one, but they decided to do an earthquake from here. So I know they're energy dry. They have a lantern in the back. We're gonna bring our G-Fisk, and I think for this first one, I think I bait. I do have to shield. I am gonna shield just this. Oh, okay, I guess I don't shield, but look at this. I bait them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and now get to the earthquake. I am able to get to it, and now we're in such a good place. We're up 2 shields. I'm gonna go ahead and shield this because it's gonna probably like be Thunderbolt. It ended up just being served, so good for them. You know, they are able to get some damage off on me, but it's all she wrote, because I'm pretty sure they were energy dry. We're still up a shield, so we're good to go there. Now, on to this next I can't even talk, guys, anymore. On to this next match, we're gonna go ahead and do the Thunderbolt up against the Sableye. They let that go. I was very surprised. Normally they do shield that. I'm like, okay, and they end up doing a return. And I'm like, wow, that's literally the first time in I don't know how many sets that someone actually goes for their turn. Normally they work up to like 9 and then throw like a foul play. We're going to farm all the way down. Just going to go straight Earthquake. I think I actually do shield this first one. I'm going to go ahead and just, boom, do the Earthquake, try to get the bigger damage. And they let that go. They let that go. They thought I was baiting. Guys, don't always bait. Right here, we're going against a Haxorus lead. So I just swap out to my Medi, see what they got. You know, you normally don't see too many Mana Buzzes. They do, you know, I let that go through. This one I will shield, and I will try to get to a point where I can do a back-to-back Ice Punch and start getting shield, start pressuring this Mana Buzz. We get the first one. Let's see if they're looking to shield, and they actually look to shield. And now we ended up finally, I caught this move. I'm pretty sure they're frustrated about that. We're going to let this first one go. It's resisted, but it does lower attack. But they have no more shield, so this Earthquake should still take it out, and it does. And like, hey, just these last couple matches, man, this is when I really started playing really good, and that's the end of the set. We climbed back to almost middle 2200s. I'm not sure if I'll go for veteran, but we'll see. I might actually just take a break until the next season. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.